Hello, everyone. John here. It is, let's see here, Sunday, September 3rd, and I just got finished with and I'll go ahead and pull it over here, uh, Lindberg Brontosaurus, and I'll get some close up shots in a minute. So, I shot a whole bunch of video, and somewhere along the line, the sound got turned off. Which this camera, it's real easy apparently to turn off. So I'm going to have to do something about that. I do have a Tascam recorder buried somewhere. Because of the move, it'll be hard to find. Eventually, I'll get all this cleared out and organized, but not there yet. Anyway, back to Brontosaurus. All right. This is how he turned out. I'll show this to you here. Um, so this kit, if you've dealt with Lindberg kits before, they don't always have the greatest fit. And they're not always the best designed. Um, this it's designed like a child's toy. I'm not going to lie, but it did have its own lessons, and even a kit that seems kind of lowly still can have things to teach you. So on this kit, there was a lot of lines, which with a, a number of kits that you find, they have this center seam that you've got to deal with, and seams at the legs. And so I was doing a lot of puttying with mostly milliput, which I'm liking more and more each time I use it. I did a Tamiya white primer on this, and then went through, I put in the lines here. To do this and kind of the stippling, which is not as where I would like it to be, but it works. I took one of the cheaper Testors craft brushes and snipped off a good portion of it so that the bristles were nice and short and stiff, and I would tap to get my pattern here. So I think I could have gone thinner on the stripes, but I do like the coloring. Um, I would have liked a little more mottled, um, more coloring than just this dark brown. It's a little better on this side, but overall, I'm reasonably pleased with it. I'll show you now. It comes with, and I will own that I did not put a whole lot of work into this little guy here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. I mean, this is about 3 or 4 inches from the lens. This is such a wide angle lens. But anyway, so it comes with this goofy little caveman here. One of the other things I'm pleased with is the base. Although it's a really kind of a dumb base, because it sits like this, and you've got base underneath the head, but nothing back here. I would have expected maybe, if there's not much back here, there wouldn't be much in front. I don't know. They had some odd design choices. I will say, if you can see it here, I am pleased with how the nameplate turned out. I'm using that technique that Richard told me about. Richard on the Aurora Prehistoric Scenes Society. Much appreciative of that. And for the base, I did a really dark green coat, like mixed the green with the black to get a first coat, and then a lighter dry brush, and then an even lighter a dry brush after that. And the rocks used let's see here, dark rubber, Panzer Aces, dark rubber and light rubber, and a little bit of ivory on the edges to get that, and it came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this base. So back to this. In addition to the stippling, I also did some washes for the. I had put in the stripes and then did the wash with an ivory with a little mix of brown, and then came back and did a few, after I painted it, did some more washes with a darker brown, and then also a wash again, a lighter wash on the bottom and on some of the sides. Not perfect, but came out pretty decent. The face is goofy as all get up, but anyway, and there's some areas that maybe I didn't catch the wash in time. Anyway, I'll show that here in a second, but that's the Lindberg Brontosaurus. I think this is going to be the next one for me to tackle. Another Lindberg kit. We'll see how it comes out. It's Dimetrodon. Now, I did find, in looking for color ideas, I was thinking of doing a blue and yellow, but I found this guy out on the internet. I don't know who the artist is, but I really like the coloring and kind of this leopard pattern that's going on here. So I'm thinking I might do something close to this. I usually sketch out what I want, just kind of to give you an example. This is the sketch that I made for this guy, and then let's see if I can find it here. This served as kind of the inspiration for the coloring. I was going more for that, and as you can see, there's much more variance, so I'm gonna have to practice. Now, I don't claim to be any kind of model making master. I'm still very much learning, so if you get some techniques to share with me, happy to learn. Anyway, so I'll get some close-ups of this, but that's the the Brontosaurus. So one more. I like the colors. Not perfect, but sometimes it's almost, if you're going to fail well, and learn from your failures or your mistakes. So there was a lot to learn from this. Anyway, well, that's all that I've got. Unfortunately, all the sound was lost because of this camera. So I'm just giving you kind of an overview of this. I will try to do better next time. I will be more conscientious about the sound so that I can give you guys more of the step-by-step of how these are being done. Anyway, thanks for joining me. More to come.